Hey, babe, we're about to go live.
We are live, babe.
Oh, we actually are live. Like and subscribe, please.
Like and subscribe.
All right. Bye.
Do you guys see it? Are we live?
Let me refresh.
Yes.
We are live.
Are we? No, I don't want to watch music video.
Are we live?
CrossFitters are stupid. You know, I think we can only talk about this so many times
How stupid CrossFitters are.
before people catch on. They're like, they have no other stuff to talk about.
Oh, we have stuff to talk about. That's for sure. What's going on, boys? Uh-oh, Kenneth DeLapp is here. Who's that,
boy.
Joe?
He's one of the Sevenistas.
Sevenaristas, dude? All right, what's cracking, boys? How'd you feel about 25.3?
Less fit than I was.
Is it 25.3 or 2?
22.3. Are you talking about
22.3.
this week? We just did 25.2, which was
25.2.
22.3.
How'd you guys feel about it? Logan crushed it.
I don't know about crush compared to some other people we're seeing, but got better than 2022. That's for sure.
This dude said, "In Sevi we trust."
Yeah,
He's
send
gotta
us
figure it
your
out.
Sevi money too.
Dude, so this workout specifically, I swear to you, I was shaking. I was so nervous to do because I remember 2020 was it 2022, right? 2022 was the year it was the repeat from. So that was my second year into CrossFit and I remember doing the workout and never ever having felt so defeated by anything in my life. That workout absolutely crushed me the first time. My legs, I thought I legitimately had rhabdo because I could not walk downstairs without actual pain, not soreness, pain. And then I texted my coach because she wanted me to redo it, Mia from Training Think Tank. So you guys go blow her up, blow up her stuff. But I'm texting her. I go, Mia, I don't think that I can do this. Like, I don't think that I can redo it. And she goes, she asked me why. I told her, she's like, good thing you can perform when you're sore. That was it. And made me go do it again. I was like, this is a joke.
And how was your retest?
My retest was slower than my original one. Yeah, it wasn't better. And then this time I was shaking, not because like at this point a 135 thruster probably for all of us is pretty, standard. It's like normal. But I remember thinking like 135 in this workout is not 135.
No.
Like, it just doesn't feel like 135. And I was like, I had in my head the entire time, I'm going to go sub 10. There's no way I don't go sub 10.
Yeah.
And then I was like, after I told Tristan, because he was doing it after me, after the second set of 7 thrusters that I did, I was like, this shit got me again. It got me again. Like I already knew. And then at one point, Heather goes, you're going to beat Joe if you stick to this pace. I'm like, all right, I got to stick to that pace. Huh? Yeah, why? He knows that I'm just trying to beat him probably, right?
Yeah. Come get me.
Yeah. And so I'm like, okay, but dude, I swear this workout for whatever reason makes me feel like such a bitch. And I was like, what was that?
Oh, I sneezed.
Wow.
That was a
Bless you.
sneeze?
Yeah, sorry, damn.
Wow.
But dude, and then I get to like I'm in the set of was it the set of thrusters where I was like, I can't, I need a break. Yeah, I did. I had 5 left, and I'm like, I need a longer break. I can't do it.
Yeah. Those last 5 are dicey.
She's like, you don't get a break. So
Yeah,
funny.
no, it is definitely the time it takes you for transition and rest slips away very fast,
Very fast.
no matter how fast you go. So if you're taking time, it's rough.
I don't know. I did it in 10:32 last time, and I did the last 15 thrusters unbroken. Like I paced it so well, and I paced it identical as last time. Like, all right, get to that bar and you just rip. And I got to 5, and I'm like, we're done here.
Yeah. How'd you break up your 18?
Sixes
Yeah.
with 7s, 6s, 5s.
Yeah. Same. Or yeah, except for the last one. Yeah.
So Logan, you were cooking then. You had like a serious like
Yeah.
strategy for even breaks.
Yeah. I mean, that's like the go home criteria for all open workouts is everybody thinks you can go unbroken, and maybe that's the thing for like 7 people.
Yeah.
But everybody loves to say unbroken for the open until you do it, and you're like, wait a second, you need to break up as. Froning was huge about saying that. He's like, break up the open as much as possible,
Yeah.
and you will save yourself as long as you're able to get back to it on the clock, not off your breath, not off of what you feel like. Got to use the clock, and then get back to it. I mean, I did all the. I think I opened up with like 12 pull-ups, and then I think I did in 2 sets. Yeah, I did 2 sets on the pull-ups, and then my plan was to do 7-7-7. And then I got on there and I had a feeling. I was like, you know what? Let's just hold on for a few more and do a heavy set in the beginning, then a smaller set to feel good. Go and knock the dubs out, and then 7-7-7 for sure on the thrusters.
Yeah.
But it wasn't fast. A lot of people were doing fast thrusters. They're trying to get fast time. I was still doing like the
Breathe.
over the head, breathe. Okay, come back down, because I knew that that 18 and the 15 was going to be a sucker.
Yeah.
So, but chest to bars was just 6-6-6, and it was pretty good. But I was going through it.
Yeah, that shit sucked. It's like the volume of that workout's not really that high, right? It's just like
No, not
the
at all.
contractile speed that you're at is just like, holy crap, dude. Like even the muscle ups, like it should be no issue to pump out like a set of 15, but then you're like, after I just did all that, what the frick is going on?
A lot of pressing, and then we saw a lot of pressing last week too.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to see more pressing,
You guys
more
think we're gonna
shoulder.
have a jerk this year?
No, not after that.
No?
We'll
No.
have deadlifts, handstand push-ups, and rowing or some shit.
You think so? It's not gonna be a lift, you don't think?
I think with the way the open's set up right now, it puts too much of a weighted emphasis on that one thing.
Yeah, I told Tristan the same thing actually, where I think the last workout, because we've done like the 4-time thing, right? But like a chipper style, not chipper, but you guys know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Now I think it's gonna be like a triplet with X amount of rounds for time or something. Like that's what I think is gonna happen.
Yeah.
We did reps. We did for time. So I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I'm waiting for the clue that everybody's gonna be yelling at. I hate the clues.
The clues?
It's so stupid.
Dave's clues, yeah.
Oh, Dave's. I never paid attention.
I mean, Dave's clues were actually was realistic. All right, dude, we're outside.
Every single pod we have a
Oh my
section where it's
God.
just Logan barking at Logan, dude.
Outside, bro.
Kenneth said row wall walk deads is the rumor.
That'll be fun. I like that.
You know, I've seen a lot of people do in a lot of different programmings, wall walk complexes. It'll be like, yeah.
Wall walk,
Handstand push up. So like it'll be a wall walk. The one I did for no shortcuts training was 3 wall walks, 3 strict handstand push ups, 2 wall walks, 2, 1 walk, 1, and we would do that for a couple rounds. I think I saw Mayhem's done that. I did that like last month. I did this about 2 months ago. I don't know who else has done it, but yeah,
That's
wall walks into handstand push-ups is pretty spicy.
Hell yeah. I've done it like
But
in
again, more
EMOM,
pressing.
but never one after another. Of like EMOM, like done handstand push up, then row or something, wall walk the next one.
It could be a
ski.
gated workout where it's like 12 deadlift, 12 handstand push-up, 12 cat row, and it's like 2 rounds and you get 4 minutes to do it, and then you just go as long as you can.
Yeah, I've done that before. Yeah.
You do a gated workout like that, but
But we'll see. I mean, they knocked out a lot of gymnastics per se, in one workout.
Yeah.
Pulling, pushing. And if we're doing body weight pushing again, I don't know. I think it's hard to not have a rower.
I would like to see something like a little bit more athletic, like maybe like
stuff you can't do in a hallway.
Yeah, well, you could. I would prefer like speed walk for time, 400 meters.
That's shuttle runs.
No. Like they put actual standards for walking.
Not
fast.
speed walking. I watched that the other day.
It's
It was
sick.
garbage. No, the winner was garbage. Everybody else was doing it right. The one dude, they were like, he's blowing everybody away.
He's like actually running.
He was running. I swear. Like I was like trying to zoom in, and I'm like, they're like, he's breaking world records. I'm like, no, yeah, because he's running.
But he's
jogging.
he's got Down syndrome, so they don't say anything to him or something. Let him win.
There's like, we can't believe he's like lapping everybody, and I was like, yeah, the dude is jogging / running. He had, I think if you look it up, legit, he had his mile time was like something stupid, like in the 5 minutes.
Seriously?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. I wonder what the standards are for a speed walk.
You have to have both feet in contact with the ground at the same time for sure. Colton going to take this week too. Yeah.
Yeah. Do we think Colton went sub 4?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he
Yeah.
wins the Open. I think he takes the Open.
Yeah, and then he shoves it to him in the World Fitness Project when he makes that.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
You guys said that you think that
Oh.
Colton can actually win the games.
Yeah, because you don't need to win every workout. Obviously, we saw that from Froning. Fraser did. He won a lot of workouts. Tia won a lot of workouts, sure, but like, whoa, thumbs down, Joe.
I don't know. I guess in the
Um,
world.
I mean, he can do it for sure.
Yeah. I'd like to think so too. I don't know if you guys know, and Colton actually doesn't know, but he's my best friend.
Oh, he's not aware?
No, he's probably somewhat aware. We haven't talked since I think the games, but yeah, we're best friends.
Oh, that's cool.
You should buy one of his teeny weenies.
Heather has actually like mentioned getting one of his wiener dogs, and if I was okay with like owning a rat in the house, I would get one. But like any dog that's under 70 pounds to me is not worth having.
Logan is 60, so you better drop that number down to 59.
But Logan looks like a dog.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
your dog. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you too. You're a dog. You're a dog. That's for sure.
That's their game. Winning the game. Yeah, absolutely. Medeiros is for sure. Yeah. He's really fit.
He also
And then
said Colton is his best friend too. That can't be possible, Kenneth, because he is only allowed to have one best friend. It's actually me.
Well, Medeiros' big flaw was his girl.
Okay, wait, let's actually talk about that. Do you think that Medeiros like didn't win the games because he moved in with Ellie?
It definitely doesn't help.
He's not on gear.
Do you hear Heather in the background?
Do
No.
you think he was on gear the 2 years he won?
No, she
She can't hear
no,
you guys.
it was definitely her.
Hey, go pull your phone up and watch the stream so we have another viewer.
Like and subscribe, Heather.
Like
Go
and
for it.
subscribe.
Yeah, Heather, talk to Kenneth.
I actually think that he probably has not won the games partially because he moved in with his girlfriend. I actually think that.
Yeah, for sure. And they got a dog. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Now, I'm not super sure if he's, busting nuts or anything like that, but if he is, then he for sure is giving away some of his testosterone, which means that he's not going to be able to train as good.
Why would he not be busting nuts?
I don't know what his I don't know if he's celibate or anything like that, dude. Like some people.
But
he's
he's
in
still
Utah,
gonna be.
right?
He's still gonna wubby his bubby.
But even someone like Jake Paul won't bust a nut because of.
No, I think it's just the energy of having another athlete in the house, and then her season turned around because she got injured, right? So like
Yeah.
dealing with somebody at such a high level,
Yeah.
and she's injured, that's time. Like you're taking time away. Then you're taking emotion away. You're taking energy away. When Fraser was not about that, he was about consoling energy. His wife Sammy did everything for
Sammy
him.
worked for Matt.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
guarantee Matt did not bust for 8 months while training for the games.
Absolutely not.
That's-
What?
Absolutely not. He
You
probably had
think
a
he
picture.
Yes.
No,
Nah.
no.
That man
shot.
had a picture of like an old lady
Yeah.
in his room to
No
Well,
make
it's
sure
probably
he
just a
did.
big fat head of Bergeron just staring at him.
What is
Just
with
putting
the
mud in his
Bergeron?
face.
Sprinkling dirt.
I can't. That scene of him doing that to Katrin will live rent free in my head forever.
Yeah.
Kenneth DeLapp says it's all because of Ellie. He's whipped like Yo play.
That's good.
he could win again if he did semen retention. Dude, he probably could, for real.
Yeah.
Real talk. You guys ever like gone a long time without nutting, like on purpose? It does something to you.
It was not good for me.
No,
It went to my brain.
why
It's
wasn't
stored here.
I felt like I lost significant like testosterone in sex.
What?
It
It's
like
like-
went.
it's like
it
dry
really
paint.
peaked. It like peaked for I feel like a month. It was getting wild, and then it was like
Oh, dude. I feel
Dry
like semen
paint.
retention is a secret that is like just kept within the walls of temples with the monks. Like you just feel
Definitely
all
not the Romans.
Not the Romans, because they were
No, they were
doing
all about it.
They were in the walls of their friends.
why don't you
For
do
sure.
blood work, test and retest? Do it like go a month and then retest.
Didn't sports science do that?
What?
Yeah, back in
Maybe.
the day, remember sports science?
No.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they did that. They did that with a boxer.
And?
Semen retention?
Yeah, they didn't. They I don't know. It wasn't like undisputable evidence, but it was like there was a difference.
Well,
What I've heard is that you can like up to a week. There's like benefits, and beyond that, it's not. But I would also say there's probably a level of like I'm the master of my domain by not. There's like that component too, but I don't know.
Mike, what's
Interesting. Oh, we gotta get to the topic.
What?
Next topic.
Next topic, not semen retention? Okay, cool. Yeah. So Tanner Shuck put something out that I actually that I actually disagree with. I know that everyone
He's big
thinks
on CrossFit now, and so now you don't like it. You don't agree.
Yeah. So anything that Tanner likes, I'm gonna disagree with. No, he posted a reel today. That was a big mouthful of salad. He posted something that I actually disagreed with, which is pretty crazy because I don't disagree with a lot the guy says. But I did today. And that was his opinion on CrossFitters being stupid. And that you can't make training adaptations basically unless you're giving yourself enough ample time to rest. What do you guys think about that?
In what capacity? Yeah.
Yeah,
No
that's
kidding,
kind of like
yeah.
what my so I agree with him insofar as like you obviously have to recover, right? You have to recover. However, a training adaptation is being able to recover from higher volumes and higher load of training and more frequency of training. That is a training adaptation. So like even if you were somebody who needed to train 7 days a week for like 3 hours a day, you will make a training adaptation to be able to handle that. And
Right.
like, is it most optimal? Maybe not, but there's an adaptation for it and you will be able to handle it eventually. And so that's the
But-
thing,
Yeah.
like with CrossFit, the whole sport is literally just who can suffer the most and do it
And
well.
it's on a reoccurring basis. yeah.
Exactly. So who can do it well, who can suffer the most, who can suffer faster.
Yeah.
Right. And so like, it's like, yeah, dude, like the sport, like it's like when I teeter back and forth with this stuff is like you're right, but you're also wrong because the sport calls for what they're doing. So they have to make
Yeah.
the adaptation for it. Doesn't mean that they're going to be the strongest, fastest, whatever version of themselves. No, but that's also not exactly what CrossFit is looking for. They're looking for the
Yeah.
jack of all trades, a master of none.
Even in Camille's year that she won, and Rich was one of Rich's later years, maybe his last year, they both started intermittent fasting more so that when it came to like end of Saturday and Sunday, when they're pretty well damn depleted of carbs, like they're just more fat adaptive. And they both said that was a huge help for them getting through the 13 events.
Who?
Froning and Camille LeBlanc-Bazinet.
Froning intermittent fasted for the games?
He did that in the teams, and they said it was a mistake when he was on team for the first
Oh, really?
event. Yeah,
Really?
he said he should have ate more because he had like coffee beforehand.
Yeah,
But
you should eat while competing different.
yeah, he did
Yeah.
it going into it.
Oh,
But yeah,
God. Yeah,
That's
that is,
crazy.
yeah, that is.
but no, I mean it's two ends of the sword, right? Like there's going to be obviously way more CrossFitters that go balls to the wall and don't recover because they don't understand. But also, I think there's been a huge limelight on recovery just within the CrossFit space because they're just so aggressive in everything they do. Like, I mean, who else has like? I mean, Sam Dancer's a good pinpoint for this. Like, he's got red light recovery, does everything you could think of, smokes weed, like anything you can think of under the light, and he promotes all of it.
Yeah.
But I mean, recovery. I think one of the biggest things of recovery that just cross athletes don't get enough of is just sleep in general. Like at the end of the day, most of them have full-time jobs and they're training twice a day, so they're getting up early and staying late at the gym, and they probably work at the gym too. Like they're just not getting enough sleep.
Yeah.
Thursday plug.
Thursday. Link is right there. Code is right there.
Is it? It is.
Yeah, it is. But then, I mean, he did say other stuff that I did agree with in that reel, but like it's super unspecific to CrossFit, which is like the issue with it. You know?
I think you guys give way too much credit to the average gym goer when you compare them to us.
What do you mean?
Like you say that you'll give an example that CrossFit, the average person in CrossFit doesn't get, it's not optimal or ideal. And then you say like Gen Pop in an average gym is so lost.
I think when I talk about like CrossFitters that are Gen Pop, what I am generally like, I understand that most people just need to get in the gym and just feel good. When I talk about Gen Pop CrossFitters, I'm talking about mostly that. Is Logan on the phone? He is.
Yeah.
What I'm talking about.
He's probably his wife's mad that we're talking about semen retention.
Yeah. That's my bad. Anyway, when I talk about CrossFit and Gen Pop, are you okay? Are you okay?
Yeah, work.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Sorry, job.
When I talk about CrossFit and Gen Pop people, I'm talking mostly aesthetics. That's what I was talking about yesterday, at least.
Right, but like that's not what we train for.
No, but I think that hold on. I think most people join CrossFit gyms in hopes that they'll see some sort of aesthetic change along with health changes.
Right, because
Changes
before
in their health.
CrossFit, they would have very little understanding of what performance feels like because we're like a very different type of performance. You look at every games athlete, like many games athletes will say the biggest mistake they'll make going to the games is getting too lean or like being too ripped, where they're like, I needed to hold more body fat so then I could sustain more work or last longer or recover better.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And so when
It's just totally different.
What?
I guess when you compare us, I need a better understanding of what you're comparing to. Because when you go to a global gym, I would say 90% of the people there have no idea what they're actually doing.
No, absolutely not.
No, I agree with that. But what I would say is that I think that the person going to the Globo gym, and this is just my opinion, if the goal is aesthetics, personally, if the goal is aesthetics and like to get bigger or leaner, the person even with like no direction in a Globo gym is doing more productive work in their hour than the CrossFitter is in their hour. So like productive work, what I would classify that as is like they're doing more volume, more sets, probably more intensity in terms of like trying to build muscle mass and burn fat than the CrossFitter would ever touch. Because the average person in a CrossFit class, I would say the max amount of work that they're doing is like 30 minutes of actual
there's
work.
like 0.02% of people at a global gym actually achieving intensity.
Yeah, but you don't need to. So when it comes with like building muscle and shit, like you don't have to go intense like a CrossFitter is.
But you're using the word intense.
Yeah, I might have misspoke there.
They just go to muscle failure more
I just
often.
am trying to,
Yeah.
They just go to muscle failure way more often.
They might, but the point that I'm trying to make is like I think that they're doing more productive work in the gym, just in general, intensity accounted for or not. I think they're doing more productive work than the CrossFit.
It'd be like if they had a personal training session. Like they're gonna have some time where the trainer's like, hey, like you should really do this, or hey, let's do that, or like some discussion. Like yes, CrossFitters, like it's the comparison we'll get with Burn. People come from Burn boot camp and they're like, I get a way better workout at Burn. I'm like, well, what do you mean? She's like, well, we're working for like 45 minutes. There's none of this talking. And it's like, yes, we have to teach you things. I can't teach you things while you're punching air and jumping over a box. I can't teach you how to clean.
Right. Like
it's just
Heather and I talked about it yesterday, and I was like trying to explain it. I'm like, The average CrossFit class, really, when you break it, like if we would boil down the amount of work that's actually being done, like real work, not warm up and cool, like, you know, whatever, loading weights and shit. Actual work done is like maybe at max 30 minutes, most classes, the total work time,
Yeah.
right? Which
Yeah,
is
yeah.
fair to
Yep.
say about anything. But when you go to a global gym, even if the person has no direction, they're using that entire hour to do something for the most part. Actual work, because a lot of them are going to be doing this.
I want
Right.
to do I want to study on like how much time the average gym goer goes to the gym, a global gym, and what is the total amount of time they're actually under tension.
Yeah, I mean, they wouldn't have. The thing is they would not have to be there for a full hour. That's the thing. Like, I also agree with that. You know what I mean? And like, I think that like if you're doing like, let's say it's a normal person, they choose 4 to 5 exercises. They do anywhere between 3 to 4 sets. They could probably be in and out of the gym and have a productive workout with like 40 minutes. That's what most of my clients do, right? That I work with online, 40 minutes. But the thing is, like, they're just doing productive work the entire time. Where in like the CrossFit thing, the reason why I think that it's like a flawed model for the most part is is that like the total work time is like 30 minutes, and it's like, okay, they've only done one compound exercise and then a metcon or some sort of condition
Right, but
piece.
your clients are going into their session with like a very specific understanding of the protocol in which they're going to do. The average gym goer is just like stumbling into the gym because they got done with work and they're like, all right, the pec fly machine's open. I'm gonna hit that for a couple sets. Okay, this opened up. Let me jump over here. Okay, treadmills are full. Let me hop in the elliptical. Like, there's so many things that I see when I was in the global gym for over a decade, and
Yeah.
I don't think I was capable of being there for less than an hour. I think I was normally there for 2 hours because it was like less things were in my control about doing A than B than C.
Yeah. I also think though that people, I mean, and same Kenneth DeLapp said the same thing. Ain't no way I don't go to a global gym for less than 90 minutes.
Yeah.
But I think that's because, like, and this is to CrossFit's credit. CrossFit teaches you intensity principle, right?
Yeah.
So like you learn how to go to failure, and you learn how, like, you actually learn how close to failure you are not when you do CrossFit, right? Because it will take you there quickly if you do it right.
Yep.
But
Yep.
so then I've always said if I decided to go back into bodybuilding, I'd be a way better bodybuilder now that I've
Yeah,
done
I would
CrossFit.
agree.
Because I know how close I am to failure and how close I'm not to failure on any given exercise. So like I recently did like a bodybuilding like mesocycle kind of during my running stuff. And I knew like, okay, if I'm going to do a lat pull down at 140 pounds and I need to keep 3 RIR, so three reps left in reserve, like, oh, I can probably hit 18 reps here and not 12 like it's prescribed. You know what I mean? Because like that's really where it is. So anyway, I think that part of the issue with that, like people being in a global gym for so long, is they just literally don't understand how to have an effective workout.
Yeah.
You know, like there's not tons, but there's been some research that's recently come out talking about how close to failure you need to be, how close in proximity, and how many sets. And it comes out like even advanced trainees only need like 2 sets super close to failure or past failure to have a productive workout. That's insane. And nobody knew that.
Ronnie Coleman did that.
Yeah.
Ronnie Coleman's
Wasn't
the GOAT.
Tom Platz, didn't he train
Yeah.
legs like every other week or something nuts? He's like, I couldn't do it more than that.
Yeah, because you
Yeah.
trained them so freaking hard, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ronnie Coleman was only in the gym for like he said like an hour.
Yeah. Wait, what'd you say?
He'd only be in the gym for an hour.
Tom Platz?
No, Ronnie.
No,
Oh,
Ronnie.
yeah. Ronnie, yeah. Dude, we were
And
just...
same thing with Sam Solik. He only goes in, does to failure right away, and is out.
I don't know where your sword is, dude. I think it's upstairs.
What? Oh, I gotta respond to a number.
Okay. Yeah, so I don't know, dude. And that's why, like, you know, do you guys know who Mike Menser is?
Mm-hmm.
Familiar.
So,
Yep.
And so when I say that, like, bodybuilders have been doing CrossFit stuff for a long time, that's what I'm talking about, dude. Like, people like Tom Platz or even Mike Menser and shit. Like, they were literally the people who did it before we did it. You know what I mean?
And Greg would reference the 1960s, like, there was like this gym class protocol that was catching traction in the 60s that Greg took a lot of those principles from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kenneth
I don't
DeLapp
think-
said, what? Go for it.
Greg would, I think, openly admit that he didn't he didn't really create anything overly earth-shattering. He just put like a fence around what things you can and can't do, and then how we keep it structured.
Yeah. Kenneth the Lap, but Solik always does cardio. Yeah, Solik needs to do cardio, dude. That guy's
I
on so
wanna
much
know-
gear, he better be doing it.
I want to know how much money he makes.
Solik?
A lot.
Yeah, a lot. He went over it in a podcast. Kirk was telling me this, that Solik went over it. You know, Solik like stopped. He like let go of all his sponsors and shit for a minute there. Apparently, he like
I
ditched
didn't know
them.
that.
Yeah, apparently
Okay.
he ditched them because he was making so much money, and he's like just kind of like an autist where he didn't want to go anywhere. Like he didn't want to have obligations and shit.
Yeah.
He just wanted to train and just like
Yeah.
he is like an old school bodybuilding mentality for like a 24-year-old or however old he-
Yeah.
however.
He's got 4 million followers on YouTube.
Yeah, he's making money, dude. Do you know? Well, you guys know him. Who's the Mr. Olympia? What's his name again?
Jay Cutler.
No,
No, the newest one. I mean,
yeah.
the
most
goat.
recent.
the physique guy.
Chris Bumstead.
Yeah,
T-Bone.
Bumstead. He went over basically like, so he was on the Nelk Boys podcast, I think 2 years ago, and he went over his numbers like for story views on Snapchat and all these different things. And people were breaking it down for how much money that actually equates to. Like social media people broke it down. Dude, that guy's for sure 100 millionaire.
Yeah.
From social media, that's not including
crazy.
his businesses, bro. That's not including his
Yeah.
businesses. Like that dude has real money, FU money.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Huh.
He's got 4 million subscribers as well.
That's
He's only got
wild.
4 mil.
But on Instagram, he's probably got way more.
That dude's like actually famous. Like celebrities know who
Yeah.
he is, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, because his videos are awesome. He's got 25 million followers on Instagram.
Dang. That's crazy. What would you do? Like, that's a lot
Whatever
of pressure.
the hell I want.
Yeah, but 25 million people watching you, dude. Like, oh man.
Plus, I mean, yeah, that's just who follows him. But yeah,
Right.
I mean, he's got a sweet car, sweet garage gym setup thing. Like, he's got everything he needs.
Yeah. Hey, what's with Savan getting on the Christ pill?
What do you mean?
Dude, he's on the Christ pill. He's taking the Christ pill now.
I
This
don't-
dude
I
is
don't know
like-
if I would say yes. He just seems like he's someone that like.
He's curious.
Yeah.
He's Christ curious.
Yeah.
That's how we get him.
That's how we get him.
No, I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know. Maybe the
Well, did you see their herd
West Coast
belts?
living's getting to him. Yeah, they're dope.
He did like a full week of having Mayhem people on to talk to him about the Bible.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think
thought that was
partly
sick.
too because he probably wants to see if they know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I would too. Just like, hey, come on and actually talk it and see if you guys are everything you say you are, which they are. So
I respected I forget what one of the coaches, what is his name, dude?
Dom,
No, not Dom. He
'cause they
it was
prayed
before
on
him.
his.
They prayed on Dom's pod.
Mm-hmm.
It was another dude. He had like short brown blondish hair, I think, like Joe's color hair.
The European guy.
Maybe. I don't remember, dude. I don't even remember the point that I was gonna make. Oh, I respected this dude because what he said was, he said that even people that haven't been exposed to Christ, he asked the dude the question like, do you believe these people are gonna go to hell? And the dude said, yeah.
Yeah.
Because the only way to salvation is through Christ. I was like, dang, dude, that's a take that I don't know the answer to, but I really respect this guy for saying that because not many Christians that I know would be that honest and forthcoming.
Yeah.
Well, at least every eye have seen it, every tongue has heard, or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
but yeah,
It's pretty wild.
yeah.
He said, Kenneth DeLapp said it's Jake Lockhart.
Oh yeah, Jake. He's the head programmer.
Is he?
Yeah.
He's not European, is he?
No,
No.
they got, and then they just brought on your training think tank, dude, Brennan.
Huh?
Brennan's over there now from.
Yeah, he left a
Think Tank.
training think tank. He's like their in-house
Masters.
nerd. Yeah.
Yeah, Heather was telling me, do you guys know why he left Training Think Tank?
I do not know that. No. He said
Apparently
just
there.
difference of opinion.
Yeah. I wonder what that means because he was on the Coffee Pods and Wads Pod.
Mhm.
and apparently he said, that there was like Max asked him to leave because of a difference of opinion.
Yeah, was they not following OPEX anymore?
What?
That's what all that is based off of.
Oh, what is based off of?
The training think tanks of the world. Like, they came from the OPEX. Max El-Haj, came from the OPEX world.
He did.
He was back. Yeah. Him and Matt Bryant, the Golden Line training coach, they were OPEX like OGs with Fitzgerald.
Really?
I did not know that. All right, I'm gonna try and bring this crazy critter back in and see what he does.
All right, I'm putting that we're live on the Instagram right now. I should have probably did that earlier.
Wait, can we make money yet? I'm gonna keep asking.
No.
Can we make money? We can put like a Venmo in the bottom.
Yeah, just send us money.
Kenneth DeLapp, do you want to send us money?
Can he send us money? Is it allowed?
I said we could put a Venmo up.
Venmo.
All right, I'm putting our link for live.
But those herd belts are dope, though. I just bought one for my for the gym owner.
Did you?
Yeah.
Nice.
They should make us. No.
Yeah, they're sweet. $35 for a nice belt.
Kenneth said turn on super chats. Unfortunately, I can't do super chats yet for whatever reason, but we'll figure it out. Well, super chats, dude, are dependent on subscribers. We can't do that yet.
Until we get 1,000?
Yeah, we need to get 1,000. Legit. What do we need to talk about to get to 1,000 subs is what I'm wondering.
Oh, this guy's snacks. Oh my god.
Dude, when you come here next week, you're going to see this guy has the snacks.
Yeah, I can hear it from across the room.
What are your favorite snacks?
Who do those dehydrated sweet potato sticks?
Yeah, those are legit.
Dude, have you guys tried the BPN Go Gels yet?
Yeah.
Do you like them?
They're better than the other ones I've tried.
Okay.
I did almost poop my pants though when I was running with them.
Did you really?
Yeah, I was really close. I was on run and I tried one like halfway through and I was like, "Mate, come on, buddy. Come on, buddy."
Dang, they sat in my tummy very well. Which flavor did you do?
I don't even remember. I just bought it from Amazon and just threw it down.
Justin, how many subs do we have?
We have 477.
So we apparently need 23?
Yeah, I think it is 500, but you also have to have a certain amount of watch time.
For what? For Super Chats?
Yeah. I can look
Quit
right now.
arguing limitations.
I
Are
can
we
look
in or
right
out?
now. Earn. Click. So we need 500, and then we need 3,000 watch hours.
How many hours we at?
We're at 1,012. But if we stuck to a schedule, we could do more.
Yeah.
We could get 3K watch hours easy, bro.
We had a schedule?
Yeah.
Damn, that would be smart.
3K is not super difficult. Damn, that would be smart, huh?
Yeah.
You should try Holy Balls, he says.
Yeah, you gotta buy those through that Fair app or whatever. Like you have to buy wholesale through your EIN or business ID. At least from what it looked like to me. But they had a good deal.
Yeah. He said need to do more regular shows. I agree. So boys,
just bring your viewers on over too.
Kenneth, what do you like to hear people talk about? What do you like about what we talk about?
Yeah, I feel like we know just enough and yet know so little that it's fun to kind of listen to / like hard to listen to. Because you go listen to like Savon. Yeah, you go listen to like Savons and they're like all deep talking with like Taylor and whoever else on the podcast. See, we don't even know. I don't even know. And it's like, but you come here and you don't know what you're going to get because we don't even know what we're talking about. It's kind of fun.
I mean, yeah, we actually go live unprompted. Like, there's no like.
There's no script. The
show
script
notes.
right in front. Yeah, the script right in front of me.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's so much more fun, dude. And that's even why, like, when I was scheduling podcasts to go do stuff, I would just like, I didn't even know who the people were. And I think it gives a good perspective because it's like when we first went. So this is how like basically the whole thing started. I wanted to start a podcast. Heather was on board. So we went and got the stuff. And then I asked Roderick, Meme for Time, to be on the show. Like I was working with Fit Aid a bunch at the time, and I was going to work with them at the game, so I did it. I DM'd Roderick. I was like, hey, would you want to collab with a smaller creator? Blah, 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 blah. I just started a podcast, right? I think I had like 100 followers on Instagram at the time, maybe, for this. And so I asked him, and he said, hell yeah, dude. So I went and I did a podcast with him. And then I don't know if you guys have you either of you heard the story of like how the podcast actually, like how I started getting guests and stuff? Okay. It's kind of wild. So Heather and I scheduled to go to Rogue. Normally I would go to Rogue with Fit Aid because I did a lot of work with Fit Aid, right? And so that year I was like, you know what? I don't think I want to go with Fit Aid. I think I just want to kind of try to do my own thing. And Heather was on board for that. So we booked to go to Alpha Elite. Do you guys know Alpha Elite? Christian Guzman's gym. So we went to Houston first so that we could go to Alpha Elite for a day or two. And then we were going to drive to Austin to go to Rogue. So we went to Rogue. Rogue is the best, by the way. If you haven't been to Rogue, you need to go. They do such a better job than CrossFit does.
Texas was awesome.
Yeah. And
minus the weather one year.
Yeah. Yeah. 1 year like it was pouring rain and shit.
The whole time.
Yeah. And it was windy. It was cold as hell. Yeah. I remember that. So anyway, I'm like, dude, I had a couple people scheduled. So like Fit to Serve was one person that I was talking to that was supposed to do the podcast, and he actually reached out to me and told me that he was booked to go to the Formula 1 race, so he couldn't do it. And then the next guy, so he had to change his shit like last second. And then what's the other dude's name? Who's the rad guy? He was with Nick Bear for a while. I forget. Dude, I feel bad about forgetting.
Oh yeah.
Adam.
This is why it's so great. Clink.
Adam Klink, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So he was supposed to be on too. And dude, that sucks that I forgot his name because I've seen and talked to Adam at so many things. Like we actually know each other. That sucks. But anyway, so it was Adam. And so he like canceled or something too. So we're driving from Houston to Austin with no plans. I had no idea what was going to happen. I'm like actually down. And if you know me, I'm one of those dudes that's just kind of like, I try to keep everything positive because positive thought, positive outcome, right? I was down, bro. We get there and I'm like, I don't even know. And Gabe was the other person that I had scheduled. And so we show up on Thursday, the day where it's like no tickets, you can go in for free, blah, blah. And we're just like walking around. Gabe came up to me and he was like, dude, are we still doing the pod, blah, blah. And I was like, yes, thank God he actually said something. I'm like, yes, we're going to do the pod. We're going to do it. So then I do the pod with Gabe, but then Roderick goes, hey, do you have any other guests? I was like, no, I'm kind of winging it. I told him what the situation was. And he's like, okay, cool. And he goes, I think the first person was Hannah Black. But he goes up to Hannah and he goes, hey, Hannah, do you know my friend Justin? Like he's like doing this podcast. You should do it with him. Yeah. I was like, dope. So he brought me that person. Then he goes, Bella Martin. Hey, do you know Justin yet? Have you met him? Blah, blah. Then he goes, Lauren Khalil. Do you know Justin? He introduces me to all these people. Dude, it was just like things just like lining up. Roderick, dude, is the best for that. Like he's the greatest dude. And that's why I always try to give him my flowers whenever I can, because that weekend he like just set it all off. And then that was when like, because of that weekend, Savan like posted about us or whatever. And then just the cascade of things happened. It was cool.
Yeah.
But
I had no idea. I had no idea who you were when you reached out
to
do it on the 30 for 30.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so actually Heather told me to reach out to you too initially. And then we became friends.
Yes.
Yeah, she was like, you should reach out to Joe. He's in Kenosha. Hiller did a thing on him. I was like, oh, all right, cool. Because I didn't know anything, and I still don't, literally, about CrossFit or who's in it or who these people are.
We know.
Yeah, but that's what I thought was like going to be the good twist of all this, is that I would talk to these people, know nothing about it, and then we'd get to see who they actually are, rather than whatever character they play on social media. Heather said
you should say your top 3 worst guests. Let's get some good stuff.
Okay, I will.
Yeah, and I just sent a cold text out.
You did?
To you.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. So then Logan shot me a text, and I was on the way to go pay my landlord at the time. I think I was just getting out of the gym or something like that. And then we got on a phone call. Yeah. And Logan's just like, yeah, I just want to, just do whatever. Like if you have room or whatever to podcast. I was like, yeah. And then it took like months for us to actually do it.
Yeah. My wife's like, this is fake.
Yeah. It took months for us to do it.
I was like, no, babe, I swear.
Yeah.
This would be great for us.
It's
pay the
dude,
bills.
it's gonna be good. I still think for sure that this thing can like, we can do it. We just have to actually like do
The
it.
schedule is super important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can do it.
Yeah,
You look at
for sure.
Heller and Savon, it was consistency that really got them going.
Yep, for sure. Kenneth said, I like that you're relatively new to CrossFit, not in the big group of podcasts. I like that too, dude, because I feel like CrossFit's weird and there's the cliques and people just kind of like each other, you know, with like, I don't know. I'm not.
That was like almost too real.
Yeah, it's like you've done that.
No,
before.
I've never done it. I've just watched people do it. Anyway,
Fair enough.
no, but do you guys get what I'm saying? Like people just agree with each other too much for no reason. You know,
No,
it's
I
almost
agree.
like,
People are overly agreeable.
yeah, it's like they can't disagree with each other because they're friends, or they don't want to like disagree with somebody's friend who is their friend so that they don't make their friend upset. You get what I'm saying? Where it's like for me, like if like I feel like, and you, Joe, or like Logan, like if you guys would disagree with one of my friends or some shit, you know, that's in the space, I'd be like, yeah, dude, whatever. That's between them. It has nothing to do with me. You know what I mean?
And I disagree with you all the time.
You disagree with me. We disagree every single show, every single podcast. And it's like, it is what it is. And we disagree in person and we still hang out. You know, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Kenneth said, to me, this is like the Everyman CrossFit podcast. I like that. That's cool. And he said, I could watch next week and you could be like, you know what? I'm going to be a weightlifter instead. That's facts.
Yeah, it's Heather.
I wish we knew whether Wadapalooza was going to be a WFP event or not, because then we could really be all in on training.
You really don't want to do it if it's a WFP
No,
event?
I don't want to support that shit.
What? Who
I don't.
gives a shit? We're not.
I don't.
But
I don't.
we're not elites. Who cares?
I don't want to put money into that thing and keep it alive any longer.
Like, but why?
Because I think
Thank
that
you.
they're trying to take money off or food off my table, so I'm not going to put food on theirs.
How are they taking money off of your table?
The way the season's set up does not help CrossFit.
He still thinks I'm a liberal. That's what kind of said. Perfect. Okay, I'm still failing to see the link though from like CrossFit season to affiliate.
It's money, notoriety. It's a whole cohesive thing.
But it's like, but you don't get anything from the open.
Yes, I do.
You don't.
Bro, I've gotten $350 of drop-ins just because of the open.
Yeah, that. But like $350
That's
is not
money.
going to pay your bills.
Okay, that covers 1 month of what I pay in affiliate dues. Because I'm an affiliate, I got that money. If I wasn't a CrossFit affiliate, they wouldn't come to my gym to drop in to do the open. Again, like, why are you signed up under my gym? Because you don't have a gym that would validate your scores.
No, I signed up at your gym to support your gym because it's the open.
Well, it's very nice of you supporting me. I just want to support CrossFit. But no, like me being an affiliate, just an affiliate alone, to me, $4,500 is worth it because I get that money back either by drop-ins or being on the affiliate map. That when people move, they find my gym.
You'll get my money. I'll drop in.
We'll see.
Joe like won't take money from you if you're his friend.
Yeah, I'm bad at that. I'm
I'll
a good
hide
friend
it.
and a bad businessman when it comes to friendship.
I feel like I was the same way when I owned my gym though. If my friends ever came, I just like they would offer to pay. And I was like, no, dude, like you're here. You know what I mean?
It's an extent. Like if I'm inviting you there, like just like if I went in someone else's gym, it's like a reciprocity thing.
Right, yeah.
Like it's all coming out in the wash. It's not like I don't want your money. It's like, again, give and take.
Yeah, for sure. 3 worst podcast guests that I've had. Let's see. What have you guys listened to any of the pre-recorded ones or no?
I know that you said you had a hard time with Kyra.
Yeah. So I like Kyra as a person. The podcast was a little bit difficult for sure.
Yeah.
So like off and it's nothing. I don't think it has anything to do with her as a person. Like she's a like I've talked to her off camera, obviously, right? She's very personable, very nice girl. What I think the problem is like people are afraid to speak out of term or whatever. You know, they're afraid that a question's going to come out of left field. Probably good to be afraid with me in terms of that, right? Because I'm going to ask you stuff. But I think that so many of these people are just like media trained and they know what to say, you know? The other thing is like with a lot of these athletes and even influencers, dude, it's pulling teeth to have a conversation.
They're also very one-dimensional by design. Like for
Yeah.
any games athlete, like your life, I mean, even me, my life has become extremely, extremely one-dimensional.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we
But
we all
you
kind of are.
you do a very good job of keeping the conversation going. But if you're doing a podcast with a games athlete that you've never met and you haven't sit on their Instagram and take notes and know like what the history of their training age and what they did before and relationships or whatever, like there's nothing to go off of. It can be hard when that person isn't ready for it, and then you ask something that could be a good conversation, but they're not necessarily even ready to talk about that because they just met you or whatever.
Yeah, 100%. I think that that's definitely part of it too.
Yeah,
It's like it's just hard to break
turn my
down.
lights up.
Yeah, do it. Kenneth DeLapp says Tia sounds so media trained.
Oh,
On,
100%.
yeah, on like podcasts and stuff for sure. I've gotten the pleasure to speak to Tia. Have I told you the Tia story, Logan?
Yeah, you asked her how her wrist was.
Yeah, dude, it was so funny.
She's not gonna tell you anything about her wrist. Are you kidding me?
Okay, so this is exactly how it went down. Roderick was like, "Are you kidding me? You did that?" Like, go. He was there. So he's like talking to Tia, and I come over to join or whatever. We're all talking. Tia's really cool, by the way. Super cool when you talk to her. But at one point, like it kind of goes silent, and I go like, "So how's the wrist?" Like that, and she goes, "Yeah," and then she literally turned and walked away. Dude, she walked away from us and talked to this other person. It was so funny. When she came back though, she's like, "Yeah, not good, not good," and then like whatever, started talking.
Yeah,
about
because they're not gonna say anything. They act like football players before the coach says what's going on with them.
You don't want Matthew Berry to get a hold of that information.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
Adam
this was-
Schefter.
It's
This
so
was during
crazy.
Open season too. This was for the Open announcement
Yeah.
last year that
Yeah.
happened.
At proven, yeah.
But if you're not willing to ask, like, what the heck? Like, see what they say. Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys find that in CrossFit too? Like, I feel like because it's so niche, and to be honest with you, there's not a lot of money in the CrossFit media podcast space. Like, let's just keep it a buck. There's really not money in it, right? Like, if you're going to be a CrossFit podcaster, you're not going to become a millionaire. You'd probably be lucky to make 6 figures off of it, right? Unless you do it how we're doing it, when we're going to become millionaires off of this, right? Anyway, but do you think that people are afraid to actually ask tough questions to athletes
Yeah.
because of that? Because there's
Yeah.
like it's scarce money
Yeah.
that's to be made.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, Matt didn't tell anybody he had surgery on his leg, so he wore sweatpants for a whole summer.
What?
Like, yeah, he said it in one of the documentaries. He wore sweatpants for a whole summer or winter, whatever it was, after the games because he had surgery, and it's like, okay, dog. Like,
See,
what
he
Pat
wouldn't-
Mellner's gonna find out and then work harder,
After January 1st, he wasn't allowed to use a steak knife.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
hilarious. So
Like that's the extent of like insulating himself to make sure there's no. I mean, like during COVID, you had a COVID test to go to his house.
seriously.
Yeah, I mean, like, do I
Like
get
you'd
it?
come in and he would have you test like at the table, and then put it in the thing,
wow.
test
Like,
it.
I get it. Like, props to you, but like, if you're the person asking the questions, don't be afraid to ask a freaking question.
yeah,
yeah.
for sure. Well,
You
yeah,
mean like,
that's
oh,
the
you've been
thing.
wearing sweatpants? That's weird. You know what I mean? What's going on, Matt? And if he
Yeah.
gets weird about it, that's great media. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
see him get squirrely about it, or see Tia be like, yeah, I'm good. I'm fine. Like, yeah, we know you're not. You wear wrist straps
Yeah.
for everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're always wearing wrist straps, whatever you do.
I also think that like people are afraid to talk about things that they feel like are off limits, right? In the in the CrossFit space, because like they don't want to be blacklisted or some shit from one of the groups, right? Like there's like the Savan group, and like then there's the Lauren Khalil. What are they called? Talking Elite Fitness, is that their thing? And then there's like another set of podcasters or whatever. But it's like it's almost like everyone's always at odds, and like they can't say certain things that might agree with the other position for whatever reason. I
Yeah,
don't
like
know.
Coffee Pods and Wads. Like, I think I heard who's the coach? The coach that has the European coach. I forget who he was, but he's asking about athletes, like how's the athletes are doing before the. Oh, he's Jonah Koski's coach.
Yami.
Yami, yeah. And Yami was on there like, oh, well, how's this athlete doing? He's like, he's doing good. He's like, well, any setbacks? No, he's good. And they just keep going on. Like,
Yeah.
there's some stuff we know is going on.
Right.
Or like, hey, age may be a factor. Hey, training volume may be a factor. You're just not digging into because they're not giving you the answer. You keep digging. You keep asking. Yeah. Like, be straight up with that. Yeah, I hate the whole, like, some people think that they're a legit sports network and they got to act professional. Like, what are we doing? We're such a niche group anyway. Why are you trying to make it something that it's not?
Dude,
just ask questions.
Yeah,
Peter does a really good job of like asking questions, but his follow-ups are really good. Like if he doesn't get what he thinks is like the whole truth, he'll either like spin it or re-ask it to being like, but is there really this? And they're like
the coffee puzzle guy?
Yeah, Pedro. But like the interview he did with Brent and Pat, like he did such a good job of like, what is this? Well, if it isn't this, how could it be that? And they're like, well, what about the meeting you had with HQ before the games? And he's like, I gotta get some water. And then Pat's like you can see Pat texting him like, what meeting? What did we talk about? Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Like Pedro did a phenomenal job of being like an actual good investigative reporter on a podcast.
That's my favorite one that he's done for sure.
That was so good.
Yeah. But my thing is like, I don't even understand why people are even afraid in the first place to ask the question. Because it's like, it's almost like they feel like they're like, okay.
I think they think they won't get more people on because they're going to ask hard questions.
Yeah, I know. But like, so the way that I look at it is like this, dude, there are people that work out fast. You know what I mean? It's like truly when we boil it down to who they are, they're normal people like you and me, and they're people that work out fast. You know what I mean? It's almost like the same like thing where I'm like, why are people getting autographs from these people? I think that's kind of weird because they just work out fast. It's like, it's almost like they believe that they're like talking to the next presidential candidate. You know what I mean? And it's like, dude, he's just a guy that works out and he gets paid for it. That's literally all it is.
Yeah. I think part of the issue is that like the athletes in the 20 teams have a significantly bigger celebrity because the media was so good and so like dude, the media was phenomenal. I was just watching the old Dan Bailey, Noah Olsen, like 2015 Road to the Games. Like they did such a good job taking athletes that weren't ever going to win, but like give them stories and make them likable and show some personality, whether it's good or bad. So like, and so these athletes that are good, I think that they're on the same celebrity, but they're not because there's not enough media doing it. And if they do media, it's their own.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, like the 20 teams were the media team was incredible.
Yeah, like Dan Bailey has such a big platform, even though he never won. But we still think of him as this like
his best finish was fourth.
Amazing guy. Yeah.
Sixth, eighth, fourth.
Do you guys also think that maybe their celebrity is bigger because, and I don't know much about that period of time in CrossFit, so you guys tell me.
Yeah, you missed the good old days.
I did, but I remember Rich Froning, like with not even with being in the CrossFit space, and Dan Bailey actually because of his biceps, but that's whatever. Anyway, do you think that their celebrity is bigger because of the media team, or this is what I like to think, that their celebrity status is a little bit bigger because they have actual personalities, those guys, because CrossFit wasn't like a means to income yet. They had real jobs, they had real life, they went to college, they did real things, and they weren't just full-time athletes. You know what I mean? That's part of the reason why Colton isn't so hard to talk to, is because like the dude is a real guy. Like he has to do real shit. You know what I mean?
But I think Colton has come a long way. Like if you were to go back and watch a podcast like
he said
4 or 5 years ago, like he'd be very like he'd mince his words. There wouldn't be a lot more soft spoken. Like he's not going to go out on a limb and tell anyone what he's going to do.
Yeah,
or how
sure.
But no, I don't disagree with you. Obviously it's hard to compare because we don't have the same media team telling the same stories. But from what Savannah said, like they were all over the world all the time, and their goal was to make these people larger than life. So I'm sure there was a significant amount of coaching and like, hey, let's redo this and make it more like that, and let's go with like, I think there was a much more professional collab with that process.
Sure. Let's read some of these chats. Tia Sound, we read that. Your Colton interview was good, but probably because you guys are best friends, allegedly. Yeah, it's probably because we're best friends. Why wouldn't you ask about wrist? I would. I'm just, yeah. Keeping it real. What's up, dude? I like everyone except High Rocks, but I like Hunter. Peter is super sneaky good at it. Kenneth, they're afraid to anger their sponsors, which are their income. Dude, I I have a hard time with that too, because, dude, to keep it real here, right? No company that's within the CrossFit space has enough money to shell out for you to not speak your mind, which is like the craziest thing that, at least in my opinion. Like, have you guys ever heard of some of these contracts that like athletes are given? It's like, dude, it's like $500, $1,500 a
Oh
month,
no, it's more than that.
but like lower end 500 up to like
I want to say
1,500 to 2K.
Jacob Hepner, when he partnered with Train, they were apparel brand back in the day. I think he got 20 grand, like just a signing bonus.
Sorry, Joe, say that again.
I want to say Jacob Hepner got 20 grand from Train as a signing bonus.
A month?
No, signing bonus instead.
Oh,
Just 20
yeah.
grand.
Yeah, but I mean, no. I'm talking about the media side. Yeah. Did you say no? Okay, then say no. I
Hey,
didn't know that you
time
said
out.
yes.
Time out.
Huh.
There's another counterculture podcast.
Yeah, they don't have the rights to it.
Yeah, we need to deplatform them.
We'll deplatform them for sure.
It's just a bunch of fat dudes talking, looks like.
But so what I'm talking about is like
Fine.
the monthly sponsorship for like media people, right? So like someone like me or Savan or Coffee Pods, the sponsorship isn't enough money per month from, and I don't know, maybe it's relative, right? Maybe we're just all different positions in life, but I feel like if somebody was giving me $500 to $1,000 a month to be a sponsor on my show and they didn't want me to speak a certain way, I'd be like, no. Like, that is not enough money for me to not say what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Kenneth, who did Mal get $1 million from? Was it Noble or did HWPO shell out money to have her be the head honcho?
She got $1 million to ghost everybody and dye her hair a different color.
$1 million for
At
what?
least she didn't shave it.
Not yet.
Mel worked out at my house.
She did.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
She came to Wisconsin?
She did. She's good friends with Grace Lochner. They're like best friends.
I don't know who would go to Wisconsin.
Definitely not an idiot.
Not you in 5 days.
Not me in 5 days.
That's so funny. He said yes to you.
I said two things. I said Noble or HWPO.
The answer is
Do you
yes.
think HWPO has a mill to shell out?
I don't think they had a mill, but I think they spent a mill.
Really? How much money do you think that these training programs are actually taking in? Hiller said on a comment somewhere that Taylor Self's thing makes 60 grand a month.
If you do a good job getting a general member base and you're charging $30 to $75 a month for relative template programming, like you can get 500, 1,000. It just, I mean,
he's got a program for classes now too, right? Plus being on the podcast, I'm sure a bunch of people were signing up.
Yeah.
How much is like a buy-in for one of those programs normally? Like $45 a month?
Usually I think it's his, let's find out.
That's a lot of people a month, right? For 60K?
2,000.
That's not that many, actually.
Yeah. If it's 30 a pop,
Yeah.
that's nuts. That's the way to do it, man. If you can just have that be your bread and butter, right? Because you're really just writing one program.
Yep. And then a bunch of people just sign up to it.
They got a cool page.
Who?
Sentinel.
We sold the gyms program to
$20 a month.
members.
$20 a month.
20.
Yeah. So
I think it's the
he's
Hiller charges.
It's legit.
got to be doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Kenneth DeLapp. I'd go to Wisconsin. We could start the
60K a
Colton
month.
Mertens fan club. Yeah, we could. Yeah, 60K a month is nothing to bat your eye at, dude. Especially
that is
your
true.
overhead is just online. Like just
Right.
Yeah.
probably
That's what I'm saying. Is that
Yeah, his
it's like-
training camp is like his garage or that back shed is like their headquarters. Is hilarious.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're not a training camp. Yeah, agreed. He does it out of CrossFit Charlotte.
Yeah. That's crazy, dude. That's why, like, when I
Cool
talk to
gym.
people about social media and the power of it, right? And they're like, but you have to have a bunch of followers to make a bunch of money. I'm like, no. If you have a good product to sell, you need 1,000 people following you. 1,000 people you need in order to make a lot of money. You know, I just think it's nuts because as niche as it is, right? This whole space, I could see Taylor. And I disagree with him heavily on a lot of stuff, and I've not spoke the kindest of him. However, he knows his shit in the CrossFit space. I could see him for sure making over $100,000 a month easy. Like, absolutely, I could see it if he did it right.
Yeah, and he loves it. He's dedicated to it. He's
Yeah.
pretty smart about it. So, yeah.
I just love that he's such a good mover.
He really, his overhead position is awesome. His lockout.
Every time he does everything, like, it's not a question.
I mean, he's good, dude. His gymnastics, everything is really good.
Very
Yeah.
good.
Especially coming off of surgery.
Yeah, is his knee messed up again?
I don't know about again, but I know that's what he was dealing with last year.
Yeah, so I think he's been talking about he can't really squat. So I don't know. He made it sound like either testing the syndicate workouts or maybe some Mayhem's classics, he might have hurt it again. But he made it sound like he wasn't squatting, which would suck because he's fun to watch.
Trish, this is your son's show. This is only for sons. We're the official first sons only podcast.
So I have a question. Does everyone in the Savanarista, like, you know, orbit, do they all use fake profiles?
I think so. And then I think they're all in a group chat too. So they're probably like, yo, this podcast is trash. This one's good. Everybody log on. We got 7 probably.
It's a really dedicated group. I think it's hilarious. Like, they drive so much engagement because they pull other people in. Like, it's so good for those brands.
Yeah. No, it's awesome. We need a mob. We don't need people or sponsors. You just need a mob of people.
Yeah.
No, we need sponsors for sure.
Yep. We got a 7 East at the gym. Extra sloppy.
Oh,
Extra
really?
sloppy is Tony.
What about
Tony? Yeah.
What about Joe from Herd? That guy's always jumping on stuff.
From Herd?
Yeah.
I
don't know. I just like their belts. I like his stuff. I went to his drop comp in Jersey before the open, and it was pretty dope.
I would take a sponsorship from Joe. Is that
Got
what
a
you're
sweet
saying?
shirt. His shirts are legit too.
We would need.
I don't know, the material he uses is sweet.
We would need $1,000 a month for a sponsorship right now.
$1,000 a month?
Yeah. I wouldn't take anything less.
Slop's a member at the gym. And Mrs. Slop.
Of what?
Tony finished the workout.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, he did good.
When did he finish in?
11:57. He was right under the gun.
What?
Someone's trying to start a fight in the chat.
What? What'd they say?
Read it.
Well, where?
Mama Mendoza is throwing haze.
I can't see it.
Wifey.
Damn, Kenneth, you're kind of annoying. Damn, Kenneth. Shit. Mr. and Mrs. Slop. For sure. Trish,
so
we know
funny.
Slop in real life.
That's so funny.
What were you just talking about?
Damn, Kenneth. Yeah. You might want to back up, bud.
Just need a cult.
Yeah, we need a cult.
Why does your wife think he's annoying? What did he do?
No, because he comments a lot, which is fine. It's great.
We need the
Yeah, we
cult.
want that.
No, we need more comments. So, babe, can you keep commenting, please?
Start going back and forth. We need a minimum though, 1,000 per month for a sponsorship.
Didgeridoos.
$1,000 a month.
Yeah, that's what we
So,
need for sponsorship.
How many views do we need to make $1,000?
So
I
We
don't
got
think
7. We had like 70 on the last one. That was pretty cool.
yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I think. Okay, so let's do the math here real quick.
We'll be the first ones to say we're gonna be the most transparent podcast too. First Sons only, also most transparent podcast. What else?
We have to. Well, we already talked about semen retention, so we have to be the most
The
transparent.
first
podcast.
pro semen retention podcast.
I'm not pro semen retention.
You have to be. I'm in a
Is that
relationship.
your
and I'm
LinkedIn
pro semen
headshot?
Pro detention.
could go back and have.
We got.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. No, Kenneth, we want
No,
the
no, no,
comments.
no, no.
We
Please,
want the comments.
babe, back up.
I enjoy
Back
Kenneth.
up.
I thoroughly enjoy Kenneth in the chat. He's
Yeah,
like
no.
our biggest supporter, real shit.
Yeah,
Or
no,
she,
you got some
whatever
good
it is.
questions.
Yeah.
It's a dude smoking.
That's awesome.
Okay, so I think this. We should get on the road to 1K subs. I think if we hit 1K subs, we skyrocket to 10K.
Does that mean you're going to upgrade your banner on the bottom?
Yeah, what are we at?
Where?
432.
What's the
432
bottom?
by November.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll update it once we get to a 1K. Keep people on their toes. But that means that we got to get on a schedule.
Thursdays work best.
Thursday, we should do like 3 a week until we get to 1,000.
All right. Then we might need a little more structure, but yes.
That's fine. We'll figure it out.
I
Yeah.
feel like Sunday nights are good.
Yeah.
Tuesday,
Oh yeah, Matthew McConaughey. Yeah, you're right.
Tuesdays and Thursdays, yeah.
Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday.
Afternoon or morning? What were we talking about? I was blacking out. I was leaving the comments.
For me, that like mid-ish morning is really good. I know that would probably coincide with Savan. I'm
I feel
free
like-
till about 11:30.
That's what we're supposed to do, right? We're supposed to butt
But
up
we should
against it.
piggyback them. Yeah, that's what's ideal. Is you want to like run up to it,
Well, I don't
be in
even
the
know
chat,
when
be in the
Savans
chat
is.
on the Savan podcast, and then flip and roll
When
them
is
over.
Savans?
9 a.m. Come on,
Till when?
till however long you
Well,
want.
for you guys, it's 9 a.m. It's 10 for me.
Yeah. Trish said this is an off-air discussion. No, it's
No,
on
this is-
air.
this
the
is,
reason why it's on air is because you guys are going to be the OGs and see us skyrocket. And you're going to see how we planned our attack.
Most transparent
space.
podcast out there.
Most transparent for show.
Yeah.
Green
Green
headband
headband.
guy. Yeah. What about Logan? Freaking tan whatever guy. Flip that. switch.
Carhartt beanie boy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're gonna do 3 days a week, and we're gonna hit it. We're gonna skyrocket to 1,000. Randomly, we're gonna get to 10K, and we're gonna beat Hiller to 100 before he's there. Because then I'm gonna bring back the one-on-one pre-recorded pods too.
Here you go. You got some.
No, the
stuff.
lives are the best. I
The
don't know.
lives are the best, but I think the pre-recorded are very good.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's the
But,
next event you're going to?
Me?
Yeah.
I'll go to Syndicate with you if you go.
Okay.
What's it called? I talked to Travis today. He said he's gonna go.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
Trish wants
or
to know
he
your
said
times.
He's thinking about going. 25.2. I got 647.
Bro.
You can't say that with a straight face.
No.
I got
You got
1123.
23? Yeah, 11:23. I was 11:47.
That was 850.
Bro, you're actually fit.
Who?
Logan.
Yeah, dude, he's good.
Uh-uh.
Hey,
If we get
got 2 out of
deadlift,
3 though. We
handstand
got 2 out of
push-ups-
3.
Are you gonna smash?
Hmm?
If it's deadlift, handstand, push-up, are you gonna smash?
Oh, so I don't know. I did a TFX qualifier 2 years ago. It was legit deadlift, handstand, push-ups, and I blew
I remember
up.
that.
I blew up so bad. And then my wife was supposed to go right after, and she saw me. She's like, "Oh, I don't know. Like you blew up. Like you're really good at deadlifts." I was like, "Yeah, I don't know what happened." And then she just destroys my time by minutes.
Seriously?
I was like, "Yep, I'm not good at this."
It was that 365 deadlift for 15 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was nasty.
I'm-
If there's a clean complex, heck yeah, I'm in. Or snatch complex.
Clean much more than snatch.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's a clean snatch complex.
The light is bothering Trish.
But that can get complex,
That's
you
the
know.
light switch. Who's
Oh,
that?
that giant light on Justin.
That's the sun.
That's the sun.
This thing?
This is how Savant.
Oh, that's what she means by the Sun's podcast.
What about Savan?
His viewers just tell him what to do, and then they do it.
Who does it?
Good.
Savan does
Savant.
it? Well,
Yeah,
viewers can
his
suck my dick.
viewers drive his dude. Viewers drive the podcast. That's the key.
We drive the viewers to the podcast by talking
What
their
I
shit.
think is crazy is when Hiller goes live, he can get over 1,000 people watching. Like that's
Live?
super impressive. Yes.
Trish has got a complex. She got it. She got the joke. She's got a complex snatch for us.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
She got the joke. That's right. Yeah, Hiller gets 1,000 live.
He'll go live.
Yeah.
He'll have 1,000 people.
Kenneth just said no. Savannah's independent as F. I don't know because I don't really pay attention to all that. I just sometimes throw him on and listen while I'm driving.
You should. You should.
He
you should
is
learn some
independent,
things.
but his viewers drive. I mean, I guess content, maybe not what he does specifically, like physical, but
Hiller's on.
Nice.
He said YOLO. Hiller,
up?
do you really get 1,000 people viewing live?
That's our goal.
Hiller
That's
should
our
come.
goal for
Hiller
this
should come hit the open with us on Friday.
It's gonna be a party, man.
Yep. Yeah. Well, do you have a Joe? You gonna have a theme? You guys do themes?
I think it's This Is War, so I think everyone's doing face paint.
Oh, so can I just wear my uniform?
Sure.
Yeah,
No,
you
I'm not
should.
wearing my uniform.
Boots and everything. Come on, dude.
Absolutely
Don't take
not.
it that serious. You're making it
Dude,
to the games either way.
I'm off
so-
work. I'm off work.
You're making it
I
to the
cannot-
games no matter what. Just put the outfit on.
I cannot wait for Hiller to see the new gym.
Yeah, I
This
heard
could be
Hiller
wild.
Hiller doesn't even like CrossFit, dude. So he's not gonna like your affiliate. A few times, yes.
Huh.
That's insane. 1,000
Yeah.
live viewers
Yeah.
is insane.
Yeah, I'm one of them for sure.
Are you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm subscribed.
I was on
You have
his
notifications?
last one.
Good boy.
Yep.
That's crazy because like even some like big streamers don't get 1,000 people watching them. Like 1,000 watching live is crazy.
Are you talking about weight, Andrew, or are you talking about? Oh, he's talking about. He's talking about views.
Ah,
500 to 600 for sporty bet, dude. No way.
Yeah, easy.
Hiller, how do you feel about coming and racing the counterculture pod on Friday, 25.3 open challenge?
he's already beat everyone at my gym before.
Has
Yeah.
He took $1,000 of my money.
He took $1,000 of your money.
Yeah, we
And
paid
took your woman.
$1,000 for first place.
How do I take $1,000 of your money?
Well,
Yeah,
we
wait a
gotta start-
second.
We'll start running comps again when we have the new gym.
Oh,
For
it's
sure.
for a comp.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Dang, dude.
That's pretty
We
sweet.
used to have huge comps. Our biggest comp, we had a team of 3 comp, 2 guys, 1 girl. We had 73 teams.
That's
Dang.
legit.
That's big. That's a big comp.
There's a gym out by us, and we walked in when we first moved here, and this dude had like a semifinal setup gym, like
Yeah.
had the layout, had the lines,
That's awesome.
everything. And we walked in, we're like, hey, we're new to the area, we're trying to do like open gym. He's like, we don't have open gym. I was like, no. He's like, no, you do my programming. I'm always like, I pay for programming. He's like, yeah, no, you gotta do mine. He's a master's athlete trying to make it. And he's like, I'm going to the games. I swear this year I'm going to the games. And he wasn't close, but it was funny because a lot of those people from that gym now are coming to our gym.
That's crazy. Well, yeah, with a freaking military leader like
He-
that, dude. Duh.
It's a tight balance.
It's not
Like
that serious.
you
No, it
want to
was like
offer freedom, but like
Rings
really
set up, beautiful.
really growing the communities by having most of your members interwoven in what you actually do with the programming classes. It's hard.
Oh, I wish it was Fortnite. I used to play Fortnite all the time.
What do you guys think about saying CrossFit contest?
Contest?
Yeah, instead of competition.
No,
What's that? I don't like when they say test
Why not? You don't want
because like
tests?
it's an event.
It's like a contest instead of a competition. I like contest.
no.
Contest?
Contestual.
The green is how many subscribers
By
we
November.
have.
It hasn't been updated in a long time.
Yeah, obviously.
43.2%.
And what we're trying to get to by November.
Yeah. Hiller already committed to a gym this Friday. Sorry, Joe.
It's okay.
There's more than one gym in Wisconsin.
He's
'Cause
out doing the
Tristan-
Lord's work.
Tristan would have rocked his world, bro.
Tristan is a rock.
Tristan is a rock for sure.
I haven't seen that
dude.
man in 3 years. I think 2-3 years, and I know exactly who Tristan is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know.
I met him for like 2 days, and I'm like, yep, I know this guy.
Yeah.
Let's ask the big man while he's on the stream. Hiller, how do we gain 1,000 subscribers by the end of summer? What do you think that we need to improve on or do? Let's ask the man while he's here. We're going to do it, boys.
Well, yeah, we just definitely got to do it more
Regular.
often. And put super chats on.
We'll put super
Yeah, we
chats
need-
on.
Yeah.
But we need that watch time first.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, is that just from watch time from like any videos ever? So we just like have a video in the background the whole time? That counts?
Yeah. Wait,
What if I scrub it fast? Does it count? Or do I have to sit there and watch it?
I think you have to
Did
actually
Tristan play
watch it.
baseball?
Yeah, Tristan played baseball.
Yeah, Trisha's smart.
Tristan is the name for it. She was right on because we do call him a golden retriever sometimes,
Yeah. It
dude.
definitely is a golden retriever.
No way. That's so funny.
It's like a goldfish trapped in a golden retriever.
That is hilarious. Okay, we got to address this for real, though. Tia is not looking super juicy anymore. She looks straight up like a normal marathon running mom.
Because she's
With the
running
haircut, too.
marathons.
Huh?
Yeah, because she's running crazy amounts of times and she does high rocks and she got a haircut. Just going full super mom mode.
Yeah, the bob that she's got going on. the
Have
haircut.
topics.
Low
Stay on
maintenance.
topic.
Huh?
We got to stay on topic.
Colored
No
me
way.
shocked, Trish said. Hiller goes, follow the format of spin, be consistent, have topics, stay on topic.
So for spin
What
has
about that?
like you're gonna go down the list of what's gonna be discussed.
Oh, yeah, like ESPN did. I like
Yeah.
that. Or like PTI.
Yeah.
They go down. Yeah, that's good.
Yep.
I like that.
Yeah.
I don't know how to build that. We can figure it out.
Yeah, do you know how to do that, Justin? You
What?
can barely get us on with sound.
What are we talking
Yeah,
about?
that took an hour.
Yeah.
No, dude, because I don't know shit about CrossFit. This
Bro,
was
you
never
need to know
supposed to
shit
be a
about Streamlabs.
CrossFit podcast.
This is not about you not knowing CrossFit, it's about you not knowing how to use Streamlabs.
I definitely did not know how to use Streamlabs.
This is
But
Inception. Everybody's watching literally Inception of everything we're doing.
this was never supposed to be a CrossFit podcast. Now the live is a CrossFit live for sure.
Yeah, that's right.
So anytime we go live, we're talking about that. But dude, what I would really like to talk about for real, all jokes aside, is drugs and actual performance. I think that would be a like super good. Like I feel like, I don't know, maybe you guys or Hiller or Trish or Kenneth or whatever, maybe you guys know, but I feel like there's nobody actually dissecting that and talking about it in the CrossFit space. Like the guys at my gym, like Kirk and Dom or whatever, dude, they'd be able to so fast just be like, okay, this is why it's bullshit when they say that they're natural. This person's for sure on gear. This person's on this type of peptide probably because of these reasons. You know what I'm saying?
You should try and get Dom and Hiller on the same show.
Like Dom from the gym? My guy
Yeah.
Dom?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good. Well, Kirk would probably be.
Because Dom has a really good understanding of like big picture drug use. Andrew, I think, is a good understanding of what's generally used in our space. So it'd be interesting to see like what information they could trade.
Yeah. I feel like a natty or not, like natty or nots were big for a long time.
Yeah.
But like, oh man, I don't even know how to say
That's
it.
Hiller's MO.
Yeah, that was definitely Hiller's thing for a long time.
Yeah. And natty or not was big before Hiller was doing it too. Did you guys pay attention to like the
Well, like
the
Greg
YouTube shit?
Doucette.
Yeah, dude. Greg Doucette
Yeah.
crushed it, but before him, too, like whatever. Anyway, natty or not, I think is a really good concept. But I think that you can even go deeper in the natty or nots too. Like talking about why it would be beneficial for people to be on certain drugs and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think could be a good spin on that take. But
I would just it'd be fun to know what truly pushes the needle. Like, TRT, like yes, you're gonna get stronger, but your blood viscosity goes up. So I would assume that that's gonna actually make it a little bit harder for cardiovascular function. I don't know.
yeah, I mean, it can. I think the other thing that's missing, and like, dude, I had this guy, Dr. Tyler Panzer, on a while back. I don't know if either of you guys watched it, probably not, but he's like a geneticist specialist, right? And he's trained in pharmacology, PhD, all this stuff. And I talked to him specifically about like homocysteine and methylation processes and stuff like that, and chronic illness. But I'd really like to have him on again to talk about why supplements are not bullshit, because like so many people are like, supplements are expensive urine. It's like you used to hear that from doctors all the time. And like now the science has become like so clear on why, like, you guys have heard this MTHFR shit, right? Like everybody's talking about MTHFR gene mutation, whatever it causes. No? All right, well, whatever. So it's really
Indulge
popular.
me.
Well, okay, so
Stay on topic.
MTHFR is just a specific gene, right? And you can have mutations on this gene. And it's become very popular in the holistic wellness space because the MTHFR gene, depending on if you have like the 676 mutation or this other one, I have mutations in both of them. But if you have these mutations, you're like predisposed. You know, when people use that term predisposed, depending on genes, it's not actually like a predisposition based on your gene mutation. It's predisposed based on what the environment is that switches that mutation on and off, essentially, right? That like makes it active. So like everybody has these SNPs in their genes, and it's just dependent on your environment, how healthy you are mitochondrially and stuff like that, cellularly, that determines whether or not those genes will have an influence on your biology. Okay. So, but I talked to him about it because MTHFR is really popular, and like mood disorders with MTHFR are a big thing, and, you know, kids with ADHD, whatever. But we were talking, and then I started to talk to him about like elite athletes and supplementation and what they can do. And like, he has so much insight on that. So like, if your pyruvate cycle is like off, right? There's some organic cycles, organic acid cycles. If you have like some things that are blocking pyruvate and all these different things, like L-citrulline could be a magic supplement for you depending on your genetic code. Or beta-alanine could be, or like methylfolate could be really bad for you depending on your genetic code. Myoglobin blocking gene.
Common.
Big in my family and autism. Anyway, dude, I just like that guy. I got to have back on for that reason.
I love that stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's cool. But the thing is, like, working with like I worked with him, right? It cost me like $3,000, but it was like some of the best work that I've ever done with any sort of practitioner ever. Every time we ask a pediatrician about MTHFR, they have to Google it. Yeah, it's like super. Now it's starting to create, like, I remember the first time I heard about the MTHFR gene mutation was like 12 years ago. One of my friends, her brother had just like acutely become schizophrenic, like out of nowhere. And the first thing that they did was took him to a holistic doc, and they found out that he had this mutation in his MTHFR gene, and they put him on a concoction of like B vitamins, because MTHFR, if you have these certain mutations, will like block the methylation cycle, which means you can't use ATP as efficiently, and you need B vitamins to kind of like break it up, right? For a lack of better words or terms. And so he got on this concoction. He stopped having hallucinations. He stopped having delusions, like, completely. Yeah. It's insane. So when people are like, supplements, so this supplement, like Matt Frazier, perfect example. You know, when he's like, beta-alanine made me feel like I had a third lung. It's like, that's not even what beta-alanine does. It doesn't even do that in the body. But for him, it could have been a magic supplement because he needed that nutrient specifically.
Yeah. I mean, Transparent Labs has beta-alanine in their post-recovery shake.
Yeah.
And people don't like it because they're like, I'm tingly. I'm like, yeah, you don't need it for a pre-workout necessarily. You can use it for after too. It's what it does in your system.
Yeah. Beta-alanine, like, the research on it is like, it doesn't matter when you take it, so long as you take it every single day. Like, it doesn't have an acute effect on training at all. It's just if you take it, doesn't matter what time of day. I liked it before as a pre-workout because I don't like caffeine. Like, that tingling sensation gives me like a stimulus.
Yeah. What Taylor just said recently on a podcast, he was like, you only need to be taking a handful of supplements.
What?
He was like bashing a bunch of supplements. Taylor self.
Taylor? Mm-hmm. Respectfully, he has zero idea what he's talking about. Like,
I think when people say supplements, they mean like the like I would say the Gen Pop supplements, not like really understanding what actual supplementation would be good for you based on whatever factors are.
Yeah.
But all right, what were you guys taking in 2008? What did supplements look like?
2008.
Dude, I remember
Celtec?
exactly. Yes, Celtec, Myo, whatever Celtec's pre-workout was, Myo something.
Myofusion?
It might have been Myofusion. It tasted like shit. And then I took like a GNC men's multivitamin too. Yeah. But do you remember the back of Celtec? Like all like Jay Cutler was on it, and they're like, Celtec is the reason I'm so big.
800%. Yeah.
No, I think I was in 8th grade.
Gakic, Lukic, and Kriakic.
Yeah.
I don't know any of that stuff. We just took C4. We just ripped C4 all the time. That's what I found out in 8th grade. 28.
You weren't around for Jacked either. You didn't have Jack 3D?
No, not that I was aware of.
Original USP Labs Jack 3D pre-workout was wild.
1,3-dimethylate, dude. That was the business, dude.
Top 3 supplements.
Jack 3D.
That was ever. Jack 3D.
Creatine. I don't know about to put protein in there,
Yeah.
but
I mean, ideally, you should be getting it from food.
yeah, but I mean, if you're looking at supplements, I guess creatine. I think magnesium works great for me. I like my magnesium.
Which version? Glycinate.
3 and 8.
You like 3 and 8?
Mm-hmm. And then I don't know. I like adding salt to a lot of stuff. I add a lot of salt.
Have you ever added sodium bicarbonate?
Yep. Yeah, I got baking soda in the bottom. I use that.
I got baking soda. I got
Yeah.
baking soda.
Caffeine. Okay, yeah, definitely caffeine.
Yeah, caffeine.
Joe, you're up.
Cheap.
Yeah.
I take
sodium bicarb. Sodium bicarb, beta alanine. I really enjoy my pre-workout when I'm really trying to get through something longer that I got to breathe. Creatine, yeah.
Although the ketones, I would throw the ketones in a close fourth.
Yeah, I would actually.
It's a hard one to.
I'm telling you, it does something on my runs, and it does something in the middle of a hard workout.
Yeah,
where I'm like just in a different zone. It's so crazy. I haven't tried the L-citrulline. I just know that Podium has a good set of products like that. Like they have beta alanine raw.
Yeah.
They have L-citrulline, which I can never find in stock.
Dude, it's so expensive through Podium. Do not buy it from Podium.
Who'd you get through then?
Bulk supplements.
I was gonna say bulk supplements, probably.
Yeah, I mean, legit. Like, and bulk supplements is like pretty clean too. So
I used to just make my own pre-workout through this stuff.
Yeah. I think that I love I like the people at Podium.
I like the pre-workout.
Yeah, the pre-workout's cool. I like the people there, but their supplements are way overpriced. Like way overpriced for what you get. Bulk.
I mean, you're getting the buttery bros. You're getting the.
Yeah.
Yo, Brooke Wells's collagen protein tasted like ass.
Did it?
Brooke Wells?
Yeah, she had a line.
Protein?
She had a line through Podium, and it tasted like booty.
Levels collagen peptides is so good.
Huh.
It was supposed to be like cinnamon bun, cinnamon toast. I don't know what it was, but I could not wait to get through that. Yuck. It was so bad. Yeah, yuck is right. We take a lot of Transparent Labs right now. I like their stuff. Yeah. Like their protein bars are pretty good. They taste good. The protein tastes really good. We make them when I have time. We make them in the creamy.
Yeah.
So I'll put the ice cream with it. It mixes really well.
Yeah, I actually don't take any performance subs like right now. None. 0.
You were doing B.
I was doing that was
riboflavin.
Yep, but that's for like health stuff. So I take an it's called ATP cofactor. It's got riboflavin and something else in it. But I take that, magnesium bisglycinate, and then P5P, like the active version of B6, and a couple other things, some binders and shit.
I notice when I don't take the third Z, I have like less restless leg syndrome at night, like crazy. And if I don't take it, if I don't get like enough magnesium in at night, and when I started taking it, I was like, oh my god, I can actually like fall asleep good.
Huh.
Yeah, it was really weird. I had a problem with that growing up for sure. Just like restless leg.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I think that might be the GABA, dude.
I don't know what's in it, but I like their stuff. I like how it tastes. I didn't like how it tasted at first. I had to get used to it, and then I just got used to it.
So I was just looking into like the intricacies of like glycine and stuff. I was trying to see because I heard that glycine helps with the production of serotonin and whatever. So I was reading into it actually yesterday, and so like 10 grams of collagen collagen would like break down to essentially 3 grams of glycine. And people who are deficient in glycine for some reason have what's that?
So it's a troche. I'll show you. I think it's how it's pronounced.
And I actually got to go after this. The kids are ready to go to bed.
So there's these like little things you break apart and you put it in your like gum.
Yeah.
And I take them like 10, 15 minutes before bed. I've had some of the best sleep I've had in a long time, like over the last week.
What's in it?
Let's see how close I can get.
No, I'm not gonna read that.
No way.
No,
Come on.
no, read it.
Dude, there's some serious wordage. Honokiol, cordyceps 5-HTP, adenosine, melatonin, CBD, CBN, arginine, and I want to say GABA.
Arginine.
No, I can read. Agarin.
Agarin.
A buccal troche.
Huh.
Yeah,
I initially got it because they had a methylene blue supplement with nicotine, and so I was doing that instead of trying to do a Zyn. But like
methylene blue and nicotine.
Yeah, it was a one.
Gosh.
But like, dude, it made your teeth and mouth so blue. It's like obnoxious.
I'm just not a big fan of the melatonin. Anything that doesn't have a melatonin in it.
I don't like melatonin either.
It messes me
I
up.
actually
I have
did.
such a hangover.
I didn't think. I stopped taking melatonin. I actually had no idea this had melatonin in it until I read it now. But dude, I had like 3 hours of REM sleep last night.
That's good.
Yeah.
Kenneth DeLapp. Maybe the best friends are actually me and Justin. MTHFR brothers for show. What about the trend of sleep sups? Any benefits to those? Yeah, I think that there's some. Depends on the sleep supplement, though. Depends on what you're stacking, and it's definitely unique to your biology. 5-HTP, GABA. 5-HTP, I just tried, and I'm actually not a huge fan of 5-HTP. That's a serotonin precursor. I don't know. I'm not big on 5-HTP, to be honest, for myself. GABA's cool. GABA's interesting because it works on a couple different pathways, and there's like some people that will actually be caused to have more anxiety by taking GABA, which is like the complete opposite effect. Same as ashwagandha. You guys ever mess with ashwagandha?
Mm-hmm.
I can't do ashwagandha. I'm like in the 5% of people that have like a reaction to it. And then he said methyl blue is legit too. Yeah, I still haven't tried.
I started doing
blue.
3 milligrams a day, so like that's 6 drops.
Damn. They almost banned.
I like that much more than this stuff because it doesn't make your teeth all blue. It makes your pee a little blue, but
you take this in the morning.
Yep.
I started doing red lens glasses at night too.
Yeah, you know how to do that on your phone, right?
Yeah, you go to the
yeah, you hit it 3 times.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, mine doesn't do it with the 3-click anymore. I think I turned it off.
Yeah, you got to like set it and you can click it. I do that at night. We do like land nav and stuff, and it's super easy, so you don't have a white light.
Yeah.
But
how do I set this up on my phone? And what is it called?
You gotta go to like the display settings.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's pretty legit.
Or just get yourself a set of red lens glasses.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They tried to ban NAC, Kenneth. They were trying to ban NAC during COVID because people were saying that NAC helps significantly with COVID because it does get into the lining of your.
So yeah, let's ban it.
Well, dude, no, they didn't try. They didn't want to ban it. They wanted to turn it into a pharmaceutical, so you couldn't get it over the counter, which proves the efficacy of NAC, right?
Yeah.
So like NAC converts to glutathione, the master antioxidant, which is responsible for helping your liver detox, right? And so, but what NAC does, NAC is really cool because there's research on people taking NAC and improving their athletic performance due to it opening up your lungs, basically, right? So like people with asthma, sports-induced asthma, have seriously good effects with N-acetylcysteine. That shit, if you want to try something for real, NAC is good.
How do you take it?
Yeah.
You can take it sublingually, or you can take it as a pill. I like sublingual. I have this I take glutathione and NAC together in like a bottle. It squirts. It's cool. Take it like that. I like it.
Do you like sublingual because you're bilingual?
I like sublingual because I'm bilingual. Yeah. Non-compounded it or something. Yeah, they wanted to turn it into a legit pharmaceutical drug.
If it works, make money off it.
That's right.
Dude, back in the day, you could get any peptide like through your doc, and now
Anything.
It's just a nightmare.
Yeah. Now they have to go to compounding pharmacies. Compounding pharmacies are really kind of sketchy too, a little bit.
Stupid.
Yeah. So, all right, boys, I gotta go. I gotta put these kids to bed.
Cool.
All right, Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. We're gonna do that till 1,000.
All right.
I'll be there Thursday, so it's easy.
All right, facts.
Sublingual because he's